We are actually inside the Warren Golf Course clubhouse. That's because if you're tuning in from elsewhere outside of Notre Dame, that's because we kind of have a dreary forecast. But in less than 2 months from now, hopefully the sun's going to be shining. That's because Notre Dame is going to be making history. They mark the first time a college campus is going to be hosting a major golf tournament. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called the U.S. Senior Open. And joining me right now are Steve Nieman and John Foster. Thank you so much for joining us here on Notre Dame Day. So, Steve, I'm going to first start with you. What's happening right now to get the course ready for the U.S. Senior Open in late June?
Well, the golf course itself is ready. They've done some work last year to get it playable. It's fantastic. It's going to be a great test of golf. But we're building structures. All the floors are being built for our skyboxes and our villas and chalets, private hospitality. So Irish Club, it's fascinating to watch how quick things are going up.
I could just sort of see the stuff just sprouting up all about. How big of a crowd are we talking about for the tournament?
Well, we expect 125 to 150,000 people, which is the equivalent of a football weekend. But the good news for our local businesses here in South Bend is that it's going to be over the whole week. So our hotels are going to be busy all week. Our restaurants and shops will have people throughout the entire week.
And who are some of the big names that we can expect to see in late June?
Well, I think people might know people like Tom Watson, World Golf Hall of Fame member, and Colin Montgomery, Bernhard Longer, Scotty McCarron. Fred Couples will be here. Steve Stricker just committed as well. So we've got all the great names from the PGA Tour Champions circuit will be right here June 24th through the 30th at Warren Golf Course.
All right, John, now it's your turn to be in the hot seat, literally. What are some of the changes, if any, you've had to make here at Warren to make it tournament ready?
We didn't have to make any, actually. The USGA was happy with the course, but we wanted to make some changes, and our course architects, Bill Core and Ben Crenshaw, came in, and we collaborated with the USGA. We touched every hole. We modified every hole, and some are noticeable, some aren't. They all lend themselves to playability, not only for the pros that are coming here, but the average everyday golfer is going to notice it's a lot more playable than it was before.
And Steve, back to you. How are you making this tournament so uniquely Notre Dame for the contestants?
Well, the championship, when it was decided that it would come here, we were super excited about that. To be able to be on a college campus for the first time in the 40-year history, but not just any college campus, at the University of Notre Dame, that's kind of a nice first. But just the little things. We're going to be doing some things in the locker room when the players come and arrive and they get to check in and be on the field and everything relative to some of the iconic pieces that people see with Notre Dame. The pros are going to actually get to experience that, and they're like a bunch of kids in a candy store already. They're talking about it, super excited to be able to be here on the campus.
I'm sure they are. And, of course, speaking of kids at a candy store, fans of golf, how can they get tickets to the U.S. Senior Open?
Sure. The first thing, if you're local, you can come right in here to the pro shop at the Warren Golf Course and buy tickets. And then on our website, 2019 U.S. Senior Open.
All right, Steve and John, thank you so much for joining us here on Notre Dame Day. You can catch all the U.S. Senior action here at Warren Golf Course June 27th through the 30th.